Hello everyone, my name is PrezWaste and welcome to this review of the new 3DS. So I think we should start with the obvious thing. Look at both of the machines, the old 3DS XL and the new 3DS XL. So this is the old one. I got the red one for some reason, I can't remember why. But anyways, you can see the stylus is here. Bam! And cameras in front of here. You all know the old 3DS XL. As you can see, buttons here. That's the start, home and select buttons. Power button here. And of course, the stick and D-pad. And over on this side, I'm sorry, there. It's the other buttons and the volume is here. So one of the things that's been bugging me about the old 3DS is this button. Or this button. The volume button. When I'm playing, I keep hitting the volume button, so I turn the volume up and down all the time. So, let's get over to the new 3DS's look. So, I'm playing Monster Hunter right now, by the way, so that's why the machine is on. So as you can see, it's rearranged some things, and there are a couple, or at least one new button. So that is the second analog stick, so now we actually got two of them, finally. I will admit, the button feels a bit weird since it's not actually moving around itself, the button. But if you press your thumb to the right, the camera or whatever you want the right analog stick to do will move to the right. But like I said, it feels a bit weird when it's not responding to your actions. It's still stuck in its place no matter what you do. So that's a bit weird, I guess. And the buttons now have color layouts as well. So as you can see here, there are colors compared to the old 3DS. Oh god damn it! Which doesn't have color on the button. And other than that, the volume has changed its place. So now it's there, opposed to there as it was on the old 3DS, like I just showed you. So that's a good thing. And there's, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a tiny camera next to the big camera. Right there. And that is a face tracking camera, so it now has face tracking 3D. So you don't need to be sitting right in front of the console when you're playing to actually see the 3D effect without hurting your eyes. And that's a good thing as well. And of course, there are two buttons as well, two shoulder buttons. So now there are actually 4 shoulder buttons. The games that I've played, which is just Monster Hunter and a bit of Majora's Mask, haven't used those buttons to anything else than these are used for, but it's still fine. So, but let's get more into the features and stuff. So, there really isn't too much this machine can do, which your old 3DS can't do. But this machine is incredibly more powerful, and you actually notice this when playing games on the new console. Because on the old console, my Monster Hunter, I used to play Monster Hunter 4 on this until I got this new one today. So when I played Monster Hunter 4 on the old 3DS, I barely touched 30 FPS when I was playing multiplayer, or yeah, somewhere around that area. And now I'm up towards 60 all the time. Sometimes I drop to 50, 54, 55, around that area somewhere, but it usually stays in 60. So that's a big up for me. So that's a very good thing. And of course, that button comes in handy when playing a game you need to move the camera around all the time. And the game starts a lot faster on the new 3DS. So that's a positive thing as well. You can almost immediately as you push the power button, you can start playing. And that's no joke. And by the way, I forgot to show this. The power button is actually here on the new 3DS. So that's a good thing as well, that it's not here. And the surface has been cleaned, where on the old 3DS there's a lot of buttons there. And as you can see here, it's just the home button, which is a tiny button in the middle. And the stylus has been repositioned as well. So the stylus is here instead. And so has the cards, the gaming cards. You put them here, not on the top as you do on the old 3DS XL. And that is a good thing as well. Although I will admit, I find it kind of weird that it took Nintendo so long to put in 2 analog sticks without having to buy attachments and stuff, but whatever, it's finally here. So the question you're asking yourself maybe is this worth to buy? Is it worth to pay a couple of $100 or whatever you need to pay for it to essentially get a new 3DS? Well, for me it certainly was, because I'm a frames per second guy. I like to be up at least towards 60, and I hate that the new consoles, the PS4 and the Xbox One, closes in on 30 on almost every single effing game. But with the new 3DS, you can play games like Monster Hunter, Majora's Mask, and Xenoblade, hopefully, which is coming in March, if I remember correctly. And that is exclusive for the new 3DS. And there will be games, by the way, which are exclusive for the new 3DS. And these games will run up to 60. Like, I guess I can't show it to you now because this video is locked in 30. Yeah, you can't see it. But anyways, if you want 60 FPS, you want faster loading times, you want face tracking 3D, which actually enables you to play with the 3D on the 3DS, and you want to watch YouTube videos in 3D, why not? Then you should go out and get yourself a new 3DS. It's amazing. Of course, it's not any bigger than the old 3DS XL. As you can see, they're about the same size. And I think that's fine. They found a good size. Although I want them as big as possible. Not everyone does. So I think it's fine. And it's a joy to play on. It's fun to see actually the Monster Hunter 4 with 4 players fighting a monster and your closest 68 frames per second. It's a lot of fun. So if those things matters to you, I think you should go out and buy a new 3DS. And YouTube, thank you for watching and stay awesome.